absorb the data that will be transferred to us by the operator ng aming system, IT system. Kasi mag-expire yung kontrata nila in October. Kailangan namin saluhin yung lahat ng data na na-scan nila. We need a data center for that. So we just completed the development. Hindi po ito those project. In-invite ko si Secretary Mina Pangandaman sa office para matunghayan yung pag-open ng data center namin. Our data center costs about 200 million. It will allow us to modernize. So, pati yung mga monitoring natin, ang mga ginagawa ng RDs, mas makakadali with this. So I'm very grateful to the Department of Budget and Management for that. So makikita ninyo, medyo nagiging okay na po tayo. No? But again, it is easier said than done. Ang gusto ko, maging reality itong changes na to, starting with technology. And we are hoping that in the coming years, before the end of the term of the administration, ma-fully implement natin to. So, hinihingi ko rin yung supportan ninyo. First, for your patience and understanding, kasi like any other system, it will take some time. But again, magiging maganda or hoping na maging maayos lahat in the future. But we are talking about 2-3 years. No? But in the meantime, gumagawa pa rin kami ng mga little changes. No? We have started with improving our personnel. Nagtitraining na, nakakuha po ako ng pondo to train our personnel. Train na ho namin. Tapos, I'm sure yung iba sa inyo, na nakapag-file ng complaint, may isang member kayo from Baguio, I think si Lennon, if you recall, nag-file siya ng complaint against one of our RDs, natanggal na ho rin namin yun. Kasi nangihingi ng pera, tapos bigyan yung pinag-usapan. Anyway, natanggal na ho yun. So we're cleansing not just our computer system, pati yung mga personal natin. And at the end of the year, before the year ends, I'm also glad to announce to you that we will be introducing cashless payments. No? For the longest time, kinakailangan pumunta kayo sa RD para magbayad. No? Ngayon, mawawala na ho yun. No? You can have cashless payment, bayad kayo GCash, transfer kayo bank to bank. We're hoping by the end of the year, magagawa na natin yan. Kasi I'm aware, nakakausap ko yung ibang developers. Kasi pag in-assess, gagawa ng cheque. Tapos, pag dumating, iba na ang halaga. So, panibagong approval na naman yun. So, it will take time, no? Whereas, if you can do a bank-to-bank transfer, no problema. So, we are introducing that, and hopefully by the end of the year, may introduce tayo. So, ito po yung mga changes natin, no, that we are looking forward to. And hopefully, if we get to introduce these changes, papadali na natin. No? At mas ma-encourage ang mga developers to do their duties na rin to develop and construct. No? But incidentally, I'd like to make an announcement also. Probably hindi pa ninyo nalalaman or you have heard about it. If you have heard about the Personal Property Securities Registry, meron pa sa inyo nakarinig yung PPSR? No? Meron isang batas na ipinasa ng Kongreso in 2018. It is called the Personal Property Securities Act. Doon sa batas, sinasabi, tatanggalin na yung chattel mortgage. Chattel mortgage. So you know what that chattel is, yung personal property. Oh, so why am I saying this? Ano naman ang significance sa inyo? No? Itong PPSA is something new. No? It was introduced to us, of course, coming from from World Bank, IFC. The intention of the law is to encourage economic activity, particularly involving the small, micro, and medium enterprises and industries. Bakit ko sinasabi to? Because under the law, ang LRA po, hindi lang po kami land. Ngayon, we deal also with personal property. And dun sa batas, when you say personal property, hindi na po limited to sa chattel. Bakit ko sinasabi? Kasi I'm aware that as developers, marami kayo receivables, collectibles. You can borrow against these collectibles under the law. Ngayon, no? The banks and the financial corporations, financial corporations, are allowed to lend you capital against your receivables. So yun po ang kagandahan. And why am I saying this? Gusto ko i-promote yun kasi ako yung may duty to maintain the registry. Previously, to register your chattel mortgage, you need to go to the RD, no? Where you are a resident of. So if you are a resident of Makati, you are borrowing against your car, or you bought a car on loan, pupunta ka dun sa RD mo sa Makati. That's where you reside. I-register mo yung chattel mortgage. Ngayon, under the new law, the LRA is tasked to maintain and operate an online centralized registry. Before, you need to pay 1% of the consideration. Kung may utang kang 1 million, 1%, yun ang registration fee mo. Ngayon, you only have a flat rate of 380. So, well, nakamura, pero medyo masama ang load ko kasi I stand to lose 2 billion in revenues. Kasi I have an average transaction rate of 600,000 a year when it comes to chattel mortgage. But again, the intention is to increase economic activity. So sana with the new law, the developers, members of CREPA, can maximize and make use of this. No? You can start borrowing against your receivables. Kung developer kayo ng subdivision, marami kayong binenta, meron kayong inventory ng bahay, pwede nyo rin gamitin yun. Kung if you have sold them on a long-term loan, you can collect against yung receivables niyo. So yan ang kagandahan. All you have to do is go to the bank and you only need to register online. Ganun lang kadali and then you will have your loan. So I'd like to encourage you to explore ito as a means of access to capital. No? Hindi lang yung limited sa lupa. No? Kasi madalas, you have your real estate mortgage. If you're a developer, you borrow against your land. Ngayon, your receivables, pwede. So yun lamang po. I am very glad that I was given an opportunity, no, to be able to speak to you today, to give you updates. And I'm also looking forward to be hearing from you, so we can further improve pa our services. Again, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much po sa inyong lahat. Napakahirap makinig ng ganitong oras na gusto po tayo. Thank you. So meron daw question and answer. Hindi pa ako pabababain.
Open forum. Please ask questions. First, I'd like to acknowledge the ability now to borrow against your receivables. Parang secondary mortgage natin yan, ano? National Home. Because we also discussing secondary mortgage market. Being against receivables under National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation. I wonder if it is the same. Kasi karamihan sa atin, marami tayong titles na natutulog lang. Kung pwede natin itutang yon so that we can build up new capital. Okay?
Yes,
Secondary
so
mortgage.
tama po yun. No? You have negotiable document of titles. Pwede nyo pong gawing security po yan. So, malaking bagay po ito para sa developers.
Yeah, to build up new additional capital.
Tsaka yung mga short-term loans, mabilis po yan.
Yeah. Mas mabilis kung lumapit sa inyo kaysa sa National Home Mortgage.
No, sa amin po, registry lang kami. You need to go to a financial institution
Sila.
to avail of that service.
Yeah, okay. We call it secondary mortgage market. Now we're open for questioning. Yes, Architect Manny.
Thank you, Attorney. We have experience in Baguio. We've been requesting for a title for over 35 years. Hanggang ngayon po, yung titulo. At meron din kami may titulo. May dumating na may another titulo at tinayuan yung titulo ng bahay. So how can we improve services there or the syndicate in Baguio?
Ano po, to answer your question, Baguio medyo problematic talaga. The other day in Congress, nilapitan po ako ni former Mayor, now Congressman Dumogan. Opo. Marami po kasi dyan dapat hindi natituluhan kasi outside of the allowable area. No? But ang naging problema, there was a commission that was established determining kung ano yung mga titles na dapat mag-exist at titles na hindi. But somehow, over time, nawala po yung commission, hindi kami kin-coordinate. So ngayon, nai-transact na po yung mga titulo na yun. So kumalat na, nagdagdagan. Plus meron talaga mga sindikato dyan that we're hoping to eradicate. Now with the introduction, hopefully, of AI, we will get to AI, the function will be studying all the titles. Together with GIS, kapag pinat po yan, makikita po ng AI kung ilan po ang titulo na nandyan sa isang lugar. So we're hoping kasi hindi ho namin kaya, it's impossible humanly to do those things. No? So we're hoping magagamit na natin itong AI para maiwasan. And again, to answer your question, ayoko po nagpo-point ng figures. No? Part of the problem, really, I have to admit na sa amin. But in the typing process, marami po involved. Number one po yung DNR. So, we, under the leadership of Secretary Boye, he has called upon DNR, DAR, and CIP, at saka kami, to get together and then to come up with a policy that will resolve itong mga overlapping titles, double titling. So we're hoping na there will be a mechanism soon na mare-resolve without going to court. No? But presently, wala akong choice but to go to court.
Any other question? Attorney, question ko lang, in the new typing system, yung kulay blue, putol-putol rin, di ba, by page?
Ay, yun po.
Anong garanti
Sinabi ko yun.
masisingitan?
Opo, yun po. Unang-una, sabi ko, parang medyo mali ata yung format ng title. Minsan yung signature na lang yung nasa likod, pangalan na lang. Yung paper page, no? I call the attention ng ating proponent dyan, yung third party na provider. Pwede iksiyan nyo naman kasi kumikita sila per page. So we're hoping na but in the next system, wala na yun. And to answer your question, kung paano kayo makakatira, yun, we have to rely first dun sa system nila. But I know there's a natural distrust talaga sa mga developers regarding that. And I cannot personally assure you, as of now, yan nga po ang ina-address natin na problem. Because there is a presumption that when it is generated by the system, okay siya, di ba? But over the years, when they were undergoing yung computerization, marami yung isiningit talaga. Marami isiningit na hindi talaga maganda. No, but now, hopefully, natututukan ko kasi personally na yung mga artists na nakausap ko sa nila. So, I think medyo na-minimize na yung risk. But again, hindi ho 100% yung assurance. No? But ito, dun sa coming system na kaya excited ako kasi napapanahon pumasok dun sa termino namin yung expiration ng kontrata. So we're pretty excited na ma-implement na itong bagong system na it will really dispel or remove any doubts na meron kayo. Kasi very minimal na yung Tapos, yung AI, yung sa mga existing titles na po, sasalain niya lahat yun. Tapos, we will evaluate the titles. Halimbawa po, A. Pag sinabing A, ang grade, matitrace back mo hanggang OCT, wala issue. Pag B, may konting issue. Pag C, pag D, fail. May mga ganun po. We are coming up with a system that will give assurance talaga. No? It's quite unfortunate na kami po, the LRA, the institution, is tasked with maintaining the integrity of the registry. No? But again, over the years, na-compound yung problema, no, sa kababayan or like to address kasi we know that there is really a problem.
Malaking problema po yun, yung by page, no? Dati continuous form medyo mahirap singitan. Pero ngayon, putol-putol, no?
Opo.
Madali kang sumingit. And sa real estate development, we talk of hundreds and thousands of titles.
Opo.
Masingitan lang yan, tuloy-tuloy lang.
Opo. Pero ang kagandahan ho sa system ngayon, if I may add lang, natitrace na ho namin yung title forms. Kasi each title form may serial number, may QR code. Tapos alam ho namin kung saan yan inilabas na RD. And alam na ho namin sa system kung saan nanggaling at kung anong transaction. Before kasi hindi mo magagawa yun eh. Ngayon, through our system, mga improvements lang po ito, yung mga enhancement, matitrace namin kung talagang yung papel na yun ay legit o hindi. So you'll have to check with us kung, but yun nga, again, matagal. Unlike kung we will put up a facility where it can be checked online na rin ho. No?
Kasi,
Yung lahat.
yeah, ang unang-unang issue dyan, human intervention.
Yes po.
So, ang unang-unang i-address, simplify to the extent na wala ng human intervention.
True.
And this is going to have a very high impact on the HAPC because I'm part of the technical working group that is working with DSUD on this. And ang una naming database is going to be an updated CLUP, Comprehensive Land Use Plan. So ngayon, napaka-importante kasi ang isang pillar of development is actually land.
Yes.
Kung sa land pa lang nagkakagulo na tayo, walang matutuloy kasi lahat nagkakaroon ng issue. No?
Yes. I agree with you, ma'am. That is true. All economic activity is based on land. Whether it's agriculture, manufacturing, kasi you need land to put up your factories. You need land for your offices. So everything is really based on land. Kaya nga we're doing our best. And there's a World Bank study, that if we get to improve our system, we will contribute at least 5% in the economic growth of our country. No, yung pag-reliable na yung system.
The other thing is regarding the regional offices of RT and LRA. Ilang percent na talaga out of several regions are computerized? Kasi ina-announce ng LRA na computerized na sila, it's working and all that. But try going to any of the regions, you realize na sabihin nila, hindi pa po.
Opo. To answer your question, we have 181 RDs. 10 lang po ang hindi online. 10. But there are problems, there are technical problems palagi. Unang-una, yung internet connectivity, mahina. So, yan, nasa system, nasa mga telcos yan, nagfa-fluctuate. Second, yung aming IT infrastructure, luma na, hindi kaya na kahit mag-upgrade nga kami ng system, hindi na mag-ano yung computers. No? But ngayon, nag-update kami ng hardware, pero yung system naman mismo, hindi naman din kaya, mahina na. So, kaya nga lahat we're looking forward, mag-i-end po yung kontrata in October next year. So, we're hoping that in a period of 1.5, 2 years after the termination, makakapag-implement kami ng very modern system. And we would like to also, we will welcome your inputs dito. Ano yung pwede natin baguhin, ano yung we'll be more than willing to listen.
Okay, any question from the floor? Yes?
Good afternoon, sir. My question, sir. I'm from Edgar Profaco from Noble Adventures Incorporated. Mayroon na ho ba, sir, na limitations ang pag-acquire ng property ng artificial person or company?
Ano po?
Kung meron na po bang limitation ang hectares na pwede i-purchase?
Ang pinagbabawal mo kasi talaga pag agricultural land, yung po ang may limitation. Any person, even juridical or non-juridical, natural person, yung juridical yun, yung mga korporasyon, yung natural person, tao, nasa saligang batas natin yan. If it's agricultural land, you can only own up to 12 hectares. Ano yan? Wala tayong magagawa. No? But if the land is reclassified, pwede ho na mag-own yan. Whether natural person kayo or corporation, you can own na malaki.
What I mean, sir, is the limitation, sir, for how many hectares for an individual?
Wala pong limitation if it's not agricultural. Kapag yung land is reclassified as residential, industrial, wala pong limitation. It's only agricultural land that is limited po. Kaya nga you will see laging nagpapaconvert po. Tsaka yung minention, ma'am, very important po yung CLUP. No? You can see that in